Hello everybody, Dre again from Mediapire, and today we're going to be talking about the 3D cursor and origins. Alright, so with that, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, let's grab a monkey, and you can see that this, I don't know, life-saving device that kind of looks like a circle that alternates between white and red. I don't know if you see it. Uh, that is the 3D cursor, the orange dot in between it. That is the object's origin. So, like, let's see. If I add a sphere and I move this one over here and click on it, you'll notice that the origin on this object is no longer showing up. Okay? Uh, what I want you to do is clicking the sphere we created. If you hold Shift S, you bring up the cursor and basically the cursor menu. Now, what you can do is you can bring the cursor to selected, and based on where your 3D cursor is, say you add another object. Oh, it didn't. Oh, it didn't open it in the origin this time. It opened it where the 3D cursor is. So, what you could do, and we're going to go ahead and hop into edit mode with our little monkey here, is we'll select cursor to selected, and suddenly our origin's on the top of this monkey. And say we wanted to spawn in a Taurus, the model then is, or the mesh that you bring in is automatically dropped where the origin of that model is. So with the Taurus here, the origin would be in the center, which is why the Taurus is a little bit above and below it, because the origin is in the center of all the objects. If that makes sense at all. Say you actually kind of wanted to bring the 3D cursor back to where it belongs, you can always go cursor to world origin. Again, Shift and S is how you bring that menu up. Let's see. If I wanted to change the origin of my object, I would right click it and I'd choose origin to 3D cursor. Now it's at the bottom of my object, which is fun and super cute. All right, so let's go ahead and bring this up a little bit. Doesn't really matter, I just like moving things here and there. Let's go into the object again. One of the things I did that I kind of want to change is that I added the Taurus in the monkey object. Here, let's see. Let's change this back to preview. So Shift S, cursor to selected. Then we're going to hop out of edit mode into object mode just to ensure we're in the right place. Now if I hit Shift A and say we added a second Taurus, it's overlapping right now, but if I push GZ, then you can see that what I was talking about, the origin being spawned in, is correct. We just didn't see it because we were in edit mode and we combined it with the other object we were working on. Here, I'm going to show you a cool trick. It's not really related to what we're learning right now, but say they are combined like this. You can hit Control Plus, and if it's separate from your object, you can either right click and you can separate by selection, which I showed in another video that how to do that. And then you can just delete it. And now you've gotten rid of it, even though it was kind of combined. Anyways, back to what we're actually learning. Let's go to this object here. Let's move you out of the way and hit Shift S. And what we're going to do is we're going to move it back to the origin, right? Highlighting the cube here, we're going to go selection to cursor. Boom. So the origin and what I had selected was basically grabbed wherever it was and jammed back where the 3D cursor was. So if I go in here and in the Taurus and I hit Shift S and I go cursor to selected again, and then I click this object and click Shift S and choose selection to cursor, suddenly it is on top of my monkey because that is where I moved my 3D cursor. Very cool. So, I will likely come back and talk about the 3D cursor again and origins again. But before I leave you, if you are in game dev, and I'm sure there's other applications where it's really important as well, sometimes, here I'll bring a cube in, and we'll move it back to the world origin, and clicking the cube, we will move selection to cursor, and we kept the offset. All right, so if you are doing game dev, what you are going to want to do is sometimes you're going to want to move your origin to the bottom of your models, and depending on what engine you're working with, we'll hop into edit mode. Sometimes you want your origins to be on like the corner, for example. So let's see here. Let's move our cursor to active. Hey, come on, do it. Cursor to selected. All right, so we'll do that, and then you would set the origin to 3D cursor, right? Sometimes in certain game engines, you may want it on the corner. Usually, I use Godot, and usually I like to put it in the bottom middle. Anyways, that was the last tangent here. Hopefully, that's enough to kind of let you explore the basics of the 3D cursor. Anyways, if you have any questions, go ahead and let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.